Good afternoon and welcome to Epps Gymnasium here on the campus of Clark Atlanta University, where the Lady Panthers are set to take on the Golden Rams of Albany State. And we're set to introduce the starting lineups. In just a moment, Kerwin D along with Gerald Daniels bringing you the color and all the analysis as it happens here on the court.
Yes,
Clark
sir.
Atlanta coming off a very disappointing loss to Georgia Southwestern State University in their home opener, in their second game, I should say.
That was a tough loss. They played very tough in the first half.
We spoke to Coach Bailey of Clark Atlanta, and he indicated that he was pretty satisfied with the way the team opened up the game, but they didn't finish.
Right.
And in order to win these games, you absolutely have to play 4 quarters.
You have to play 4 quarters, and they played 2 quarters very solid, and that second half just came out a little lackluster.
And we're set for the national anthem. Our national anthem.
All right.
And we're just about ready for tip-off here in Epps Gymnasium on the campus of Clark Atlanta University. And now we're getting set for the starting lineups for the Clark Atlanta University Lady Panthers and the Golden Rams of Albany State. Number 1, Nahavia Paxson. Number 2, Zora Jackson. Number 3, Paris Triplett. Number 21, Soraya Johnson. And number 23, Jada Morgan. For Clark Atlanta, number 2, Trinity Jones. Number 3, Kira Peterson. Number 4, Jordan Smith. Number 12, Sean Tate. And number 14, Anicia Moncrief. Those are your starting lineups for this evening's game.
So, Kerwin, what were some of those keys? What were some of those keys that you were saying that Coach was talking about as far as Clark Atlanta, being successful today?
Well, one of the things that he mentioned was absolutely they have to rebound and limit turnovers.
Absolutely.
Turnovers were a big problem for the Panthers in this past. Matter of fact, all of their home games, they've pretty much suffered the same feat, and that is turnovers. They have to limit those turnovers.
Yeah, got to take care of the ball.
And then the outside shots were not dropping for them last game as well.
I don't even know that they were absolutely shooting all the open shots that they had available to them.
You're right. There were some that they tried to go inside and establish that inside game.
Right.
And we'll look tonight to see if they have that opportunity, as both teams now are on the court and they're preparing for the tip-off here at Epps Gymnasium. And we're on our way. We're going to re-tip that.
Now the Golden Rams are coming off a victory last game against Central State. They got that W, so they're probably feeling themselves today. Should be a good one.
And we are underway, and the ball goes over to Albany State. And number 2 with the outside jump shot hits the front of the rim, no good. Clark Atlanta pushes it up. Over to number 3, Kira Peterson, but she misses the layup. Now it's Albany State bringing it back. They go inside to establish that inside game, and it is good. Number 21, Soraya Johnson, gets Albany State on the board. Clark Atlanta looking for their first home victory here in this young season. They go inside, but there's turnover number 1 for Clark Atlanta. And the outside shot is nothing.
That'll be Jada Morgan with the field goal, number 23.
She had a good look, posted up well, and just dropped it in with no problem. Now Clark Atlanta, outside shot, no good.
There's a rebound, Clark Atlanta.
And they go inside, and this time they don't get the 5-foot turnaround inside the lane, inside the paint. Albany State is pushing the ball up.
There's a rebound by Clark Atlanta, pulling it back up court.
I think Clark Atlanta at this point has to slow the game down and start to get in their set offense.
Absolutely. Take care of the basketball.
Now Clark Atlanta, number 13, inside the lane. Now Clark Atlanta
on the board.
Atriona Gardner puts Clark Atlanta on the board. Ball out of bounds.
All right. There's a turnover on the Golden Rams. Ball going.
And we got a replay. You can see that inside shot. Nice touch on the inside paint. And it looks like Albany State is going to put a little pressure, backcourt pressure, early in the game. But they're just picking up the players in the backcourt. Not a lot of pressure. And all the way to the basket. Atriona Gardner, uncontested layup.
It's like the Red Sea was wide open there.
Now the Rams, they come back. Clark Atlanta has been playing good defense, and that's a travel.
That is a travel. Soraya Johnson, the Golden Rams. Clark Atlanta taken out under the basket.
Took one too many steps. Turns it over to Clark Atlanta. 7 minutes and 45 seconds here in the first quarter. This game is tied 4 apiece. Clark Atlanta looking for their first home victory. That's blocked. Inside now. That second attempt is also blocked. Paris Triplet will have none of that inside the paint.
Albany State making their presence known under the basket.
Ball out under the basket for Clark Atlanta. And once again, they go hard at her, but they missed the short 5-foot shot in the paint. Now here comes Albany State. All the way to the bucket, but fouled on the play.
You know, something you spoke about at the top. Clark Atlanta needs to rebound the ball. They're only getting one shot attempt. And that's going to make it tough.
And that's one of the keys to victory Coach Bailey outlined before the game.
Exactly.
Absolutely have to get those offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. In other words, make their opponent play both ends of the court.
For sure.
Now Nahavia Paxson for her second attempt. She misses both. Clark, but they get the offensive rebound. And a drive to the basket, and no good.
Another offensive rebound by Albany State.
2 seconds to shoot, and they missed it. But Clark Atlanta cannot get the rebound. Once again, ball goes inside the paint for Albany State, and it's tied up. On the tie-up, possession.
I believe it's Clark Atlanta's basketball taken out under the basket. Still tied at 4. 6 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. Clark is pushing it.
And she got a little body.
One.
Number 13. Entry on the.
Triana Garner to the line for the and one for Clark Atlanta.
And free throw shooting is a big part of their keys to victory as well. Good. She sinks that. That's a good look. Clark has an early lead, 7-4, and the pressure up court.
White 14.
That's a foul on.
Got a foul.
Nisa Moncrief, number 14 from the Lady Panthers.
And I tell you what, they absolutely have to play good defense, tough defense.
Absolutely.
Both of these teams. And they push the ball up court. And that's a turnover.
That's a turnover. Clark Atlanta's pushing it. Straight to the basket.
And
count it.
That is good. Once again, Trina Gardner with the fast break, 2 points. And we've got a foul on the play. As we take a look,
straight to the basket.
Nice finish.
Good. They look like a different team. They're playing really aggressive. They're taking the ball to the basket. Now, if they could just take care of the basketball, they'd be in a different position altogether. But they look good so far.
6 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. Clark has an early lead, 9-4 against Albany State. Ball goes inside to Albany State. And 2 offensive attempts, but no good. Clark was looking for the fast break, but they threw it away. And now here comes Albany State. And there's a foul on the play.
Jada Morgan, Golden Rams will be taking 2 free throws. Got a substitution. Janiyah Caples in the game.
Jada Morgan from Macon, the 5'8 junior, will be shooting. Coach Tripp, coach of Albany State, says the keys to victory has to be, they have to stop Trinity and Peterson and make sure that they have good transition game on both sides, pushing the ball up the court as well as getting back on defense. She misses her first and misses her second. Looks like so far Albany State is having some issues at the free throw line.
And that could definitely come back to bite them if this game gets close, you know, as the game goes on. Those free throws matter.
They really do. They do add up. Clark is inbounding underneath the basket.
Got a full court press.
And that ball is touched by Albany State. Once again, Clark will be attempting to get the ball inbounds. This time they do. And they get it across the midcourt line with no issues. Trying to establish the down low post game. Inside, and they're getting good looks. They just not, those shots are just not dropping.
They're not getting any offensive rebounds. Ball will stay with the Golden Rams.
As the crowd continues to fill up Epps Gymnasium for this doubleheader. The men will be playing Albany State immediately following this ball game. And that is
that's a turnover.
An errant pass, and it's not handled. Ball over to Clark Atlanta. 5 minutes and 41 seconds. Clark leads 9-4. Janiyah Caples in the backcourt running the offense for Clark Atlanta. And there's a turnover.
Got a turnover going back to the Golden Bears. It's those careless mistakes.
And they add up.
Just got to take care of the basketball.
Clark's putting a little defense on them in the backcourt. They've got 10 seconds, but they get it over. And now number 1 And
we got a
she
steal.
was looking for Clark Atlanta's back, and once again, they missed a 7-foot jump shot in the paint. And now Albany State's back on offense, pushing the ball up court, and they get the drop. Number 14, Tiffany Goodman. Clark Atlanta leads now 9-6. 4 minutes and 48 seconds remaining. Now Clark Atlanta, number 14 goes inside, but it's blocked, and Clark Atlanta commits a foul. Janiyah Caples, reach, and that foul is just before the timeout. We've got a timeout on the court. Again, what are you seeing early in this ball game so far, Joe?
What I'm seeing is on the Lady Panther side is a lack of rebounding. They're getting one shot up and we're going the other direction. What I'm seeing on the other end for the Golden Rams, they just keep turning the ball over. So we have mistake after mistake on both ends, and that's why the game is still so close, 9-6 with half the quarter gone already. Both teams are not playing bad, but they could both play better.
And both teams have missed consistently inside the paint. Both teams have gotten good looks inside the paint.
Absolutely. Ball
isn't dropping for Clark Atlanta, and then on the transition offense, we're seeing Albany State not hit some of their shots as well.
And they're missing free throws.
And free throws as well.
Absolutely.
All of that means that we're at a score of 9-6 here with 4 minutes and 39 seconds remaining as we take a look at Coach Tripp Coach Bailey as he talks to his players and attempts to get them organized and set into their offense. Coach Bailey, and he says Trinity Jones has to be their X factor in this game. And so we'll be keeping an eye on Trinity Jones. He says she absolutely has to have a great game for us to win this game this evening.
The X factor in the Lady Panthers' last game, I would say, was Anissa Moncrief with 22 and 9. She was a force in that second half.
She really was.
She was the bright spot when it didn't look so great.
Albany State out inbounds, and once again, pressure by Janiyah Caples, and they put the ball up, but they miss it.
Defensive rebound by the Lady Panthers, pushing it up. And, I think they called the offensive foul.
And foul down low, and that is going to...
They called the offensive foul.
As we take a look at this replay.
Yeah, she had position. I think they called the...
We're glad both of those players
foul
got down low.
Power. Absolutely.
Quite a collision down low. Now, Albany State on the break. They get back, but they missed the layup. They had numbers on the other end of the court, but Clark Atlanta just simply has to get back quicker. In that case, they were fortunate because Albany State missed the layup.
Absolutely. I don't know if I've seen a three-point attempt yet. Have you seen a three-point attempt yet? Everything has been in the paint, huh?
And I spoke with Coach Bailey about that. He says, we're not going to change anything. We're going to look for those open shots. And if they're open, we're going to take them. Again, those free throws are an issue for Albany State.
I believe that's the 5th missed free throw for the Golden Rams.
Paris Triplett misses her first.
Second shot on the way.
And she misses that as well. Clark Atlanta rebounds. They look to push the ball up the court. Now Trinity Jones. Jordan Smith. Now ball goes inside, but there's a whistle. Down low, we've got a foul.
Down low. I think on both ends, they're passing up open shots.
Sean Tate comes in for Kira Peterson. The Lady Panthers inbound from underneath the basket. And now, number 13.
Triana Garner with the bucket. And right back the other way. Oh, defensive rebound by the Lady Panthers. Oh, stolen.
And a foul.
And one.
She has a chance for it. And one.
Paris triplet going to the line for another one.
You know, when you get your hands on the ball down low on the defensive side and you lose it and it goes to your opponent, that is a tough play to defend at that point. As we take a look at how things transpired just a moment ago, if you can keep that, but see, she lost it, kind of lost her focus momentarily and committed the foul.
Absolutely.
Therefore, putting number 3, Paris triplet, on the line for a conversion. But again, free throws, she missed that one. Clark Atlanta.
Lady Panthers pushing it.
They set up their offense. And now number 23 with a deep three-point. Taylor Boughton, but that Kareem's off the rim. And now Albany State, they throw it away. Number 14, Tiffany Goodman, was looking for a player down low in the paint, but no one there. Clark inbounds. 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Now Clark throws an errant pass, and the ball goes out of bounds over to.
The tail of the tape of this game so far, I would have to say, is turnovers. I don't believe either team is taking care of the ball very well.
The ball will stay with Albany State.
Albany State with 8 turnovers so far. Clark Atlanta with 4. At this pace, this will be a different type of game.
Ball is out of bounds.
I think that's why the score is 8-11. I believe they'll pick it up, though. I believe both teams will pick it up as this game goes on. They'll get it together. Probably the nerves, jitters.
That could be some of it, absolutely. 8 seconds to shoot. Albany State inbounds. They immediately go inside.
That's a good move.
Paris triplet puts the ball in. And once again, another errant pass. And immediately they take advantage of it. Clark Atlanta has got to minimize those unforced turnovers.
Golden Bears ball. Golden Rams, I'm sorry.
As we take a look at this last exchange with Paris triplet scoring on the turnover. And she gets the ball again inside the paint, and there is a foul. And we got a foul.
That's an offensive foul. Ball going the other way.
Foul on triplet. And as we take a look at it, and looks like there was a grimace, but she's able to get up and get back on her feet. Clark Atlanta inbound underneath the basket, 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Now they trail by 1 point, 12-11. Jemiah Caples with the deep three, and no good. No offensive rebound. The ball comes back the other way. And a spin move, and up, but it's no good. A little bit out of control. She tries to save the ball, but once again, Clark Atlanta is fighting down low, but they just are not getting the drops. We just looked at three
offensive rebounds for the Golden Rams. Yeah, this
they are having trouble finding the basket.
The Golden Rams with 7 offensive rebounds in this first quarter. They are letting their presence be known in the paint and making it really difficult for Clark Atlanta to get it going.
All right. There's some sign that things may be turning around. That first one is good. That first shot, that first free throw, Nahavia Paxson knocks that one down. And the second is up and good as well. Substitutions. 2 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Clark Atlanta trails by a score of 14-11. Janiyah Caples inside the lane, and she cannot get it to drop off the side of the rim. Albany State pushes it up.
That's going to be a foul, Ridner.
And Janiyah Caples is called for the foul.
So yet again, the Golden Rams are at the free throw line. They've been living at the free throw line in this first quarter.
It would be a much different score.
Completely different game if they would make their free throws.
If they were hitting these free throws. So the first one is up.
This is free throw number 9 for the Golden Rams, number 10 on the way.
And it is good.
With a score of 15-11, a minute and 51 seconds left in this first quarter.
Talia Greer with her second free throw.
And that is good.
That's good. Clark Atlanta on the transition, pushing it up the court. And Trinity Jones
That's one you got to watch out for.
The length of the court.
Trinity will give it to you. She got some game. Wide open.
And the three-pointer is no good. And the ball is out. Possession, Clark Atlanta. 1 minute, 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Clark Atlanta is looking to close his lead on this possession. They've gotten good looks inside. They just have not hit those shots when they've gotten them. Now here's an inside layup.
Good take.
Nice and easy.
Kiara Lawrence with the scoop.
The 5'10 freshman out of Douglasville, Georgia. Nice looking offensive move. And now here's a power move.
Yeah.
But that is no good off the rim. Now Clark Atlanta has a chance to get even closer. And number 2, Trinity Jones. As we watch Trinity Jones goes into drive to the hole, but she's fouled on the play.
Fouled by number 14, Tiffany Goodman. Golden Rams subbing out for Zora Jackson.
She'll be shooting 2 shots. 48.9 seconds remaining. And with that, we're tied. One more on the way. Trinity Jones up, and that one is good. Clark back in the lead now, 17-16. Here come the Golden Rams. They are looking to get the ball down low for the post-up play. Nothing's there. So they take the three-pointer. That's no good. Rebound, Clark Atlanta.
Lady Panthers pushing it.
Clark Atlanta puts it inside, in the paint, and layup, and good.
And one. That will be a defensive foul.
Atrina Garner, as we take a look at this power move and foul.
That's a good move.
And Clark is setting up. They're getting their players back, and Atrina Garner is going to be on the line, and she's going to shoot the and one. 19.5 seconds remaining, and she misses it off the back of the rim. Albany State now has an opportunity to tie or take the lead going into ending as we end the first quarter. Ball goes inside, and it's no good. Clark Atlanta defends, and a foul.
Oh, we got to travel. Got to travel down low.
Travel.
Travel on Chantel Barnes from the Golden Rams. Number 30.
And 3 seconds, and the ball is heaved up, but that's the end of the first quarter. Clark Atlanta leads by a score of 19-16 here in the first quarter as the first quarter ends, and the Lady Panthers started hitting those free throws at the end of, as we take a look at some of the highlights from the first quarter. And as Coach has mentioned, Trinity Jones has been really a factor. We're going to take a break here in Epps Gymnasium on the campus of Clark Atlanta University, where the Lady Panthers are leading the Golden Rams of Albany State by a score of 19-16. We've got more basketball action in just a moment.
Ranked among the Wall Street Journal's top 500 universities. Join a community committed to your professional journey with master's degrees for today's leaders, including the MBA and Master of Public Administration. Our doctoral degrees in education, social work, and the arts and sciences empower you to innovate in your field, learn from industry experts, and make impactful contributions. Apply now for a brighter future with a graduate degree from Clark Atlanta University.
Adriana. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm seeing some names, man.
You're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm like.
Get this second quarter started. Lady Panthers up by 3. What do you see in that first quarter?
It's been a back and forth contest so far. Both teams are getting good looks inside the paint, but they're not hitting their shot. They're not hitting their outside shots, and for the most part, layups and 5-footers aren't going down either. So Clark was able to get back to lead, claw their way back into this game, and actually take the lead before the end of the first quarter. As we start the second quarter with Albany State with a deep 3, but that's no good. They get the offensive rebound, and that's just a
battle
power.
down low. That's a battle of will.
Soraya Johnson.
He Lady Panthers basketball.
And a foul. Here come the Panthers.
Jordan Smith pushing it up.
They haven't taken very many. We've had a couple three-pointers. 3-point attempts, not that many. And there's a foul. That gets the coach up off the bench for Albany State. He's not happy with that call at all.
Yeah, I can hear the Golden Ram fans behind me. They didn't agree with that call.
And the ball goes inside, but
offensive rebound and
just a power move.
That's a power move down
Adriana
low.
Garner with a power move down low. As we take a look at this,
that's just sheer will.
she missed the first, stayed with it,
Right.
got the rebound, put it back up, and scored. And that's what you want out of one of your star players, not to give up on a play. She misses the free throw.
Free throws. Free throws.
And a foul committed, number 22, Clark Atlanta. Kara Lawrence. Oh, Kiara Lawrence, excuse me. And that turns the ball over to the Golden Rams. They come up court. And they take a deep corner shot, no good, all net, all air, I should say. But Clark Atlanta's unable to hold the ball, and it's going to stay with the Rams. They immediately go inside.
Quick
But
double
Clark
team and a
Atlanta,
turnover.
and now Clark Atlanta with the fast break. Adriana Garner scores. Clark Atlanta 23-16.
Quick timeout. Coach wants to talk it over. 18, what's going on? Lady Panthers came out strong in the second quarter.
And Coach Tripp has seen enough. He calls his timeout, slow things down, and talk to his team. Make sure they're all on the same page. 8 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. Fuel your game with Zaxby's. From saucy wings and tenders to that golden Texas toast. Zaxby's brings the flavor you crave all day, every day. Zaxby's, indescribably good. And if you're looking for food that feeds your soul and your body, listen up. Stop by Local Green Atlanta, the ATL's go-to spot for fresh, flavorful, and healthy eats that hit every time. Swing by and try one of our delicious new bowls. Eat well, be well with Local Green.
I think I might have to stop at Zaxby's when I leave here today.
8 minutes and 55 seconds. Here in this second quarter, we're just underway. Clark Atlanta extending their lead.
The Golden Rams are trying to establish Chantel Barnes in the post. She's getting the ball pretty much on every possession.
They swing it outside. Clark Atlanta's been playing really good defense.
See, they're playing the zone now. They switch from the man-to-man and running the zone. I guess probably to try to stop that paint, shut that paint down a little bit.
And we got to travel on the Golden Rams. Ball's over to Clark Atlanta. Clark Atlanta's looking to get a post-up player down low. Get that matchup that they're looking for to take advantage of. We're down to 10 seconds.
Got a turnover.
Ball's thrown inside and turned over. And here's a fast break opportunity for the Clark Atlanta Panthers, and that is good. Taylor Bolton.
Yeah, they've turned these turnovers into points, so I'm pretty much every time down. That's turned this game around to a 25-16 lead.
Deep three,
oh,
and that's
wow. Good. Zora Jackson from deep.
That was a good-looking three-pointer.
Was. Wide open. Where were the hands, though? Hands down.
And spin move. Clark Atlanta with an open shot. They don't take it. They set up their offense. 15 seconds to shoot. And they go inside. Nothing's there, but ball goes back over to the Golden Rams. They push the ball up court. And
oh, wow, we got an offensive foul.
An offensive foul.
Looks like got down and got in position.
She was a bit out of control on that transition. She was able to swing the ball out to an open player, but she was just a little bit out of control. Clark Atlanta, this smart defense, and was able to draw the foul.
Lady Panthers looking good in the second quarter so far.
And we've got a foul on the play as we look at Trinity Jones.
Stuck that arm out.
Zora Jackson committed the foul. Clark Atlanta will inbound underneath their basket. 7 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Spin move. Adriana Gardner
is playing like a woman possessed today. She is not playing around. She's taking every attempt she has open. Not second thinking. She's going straight to the cup.
She's really stepping up her game, and that's what these Panthers need.
Oh!
And that is a good looking.
Kiara Lawrence with the scoop reverse.
Nice move.
Very nice.
That'll make the highlight reel.
Very nice.
Good defense. Clark Atlanta won't let anything come inside. The Golden Rams are forced to take an outside jump shot.
Okay.
But Clark Atlanta back on defense. Now here they are on offense. Inside the paint. Ball's almost stolen, but they're able to keep it. Now with the outside shot. Trinity Jones.
And just like that is a 32-19 lead.
The Panthers are stretching that lead. Hitting those outside shots, forcing turnovers. And the Rams cannot seem to find an answer on the offensive side of the ball.
Now, I'm
they
no
miss
coach,
another.
but a timeout may be needed.
They
just
missed
to
another
stop the
shot.
bleeding.
Now here comes Clark Atlanta with another layup. Number 0, Janiah Caples. Clark Atlanta now 34-19. They are really playing good defense. And we've got a foul down low.
So now the Lady Panthers are causing turnovers. The Lady Panthers are benefiting off of the fast break buckets. They're
As we have substitutions.
It's like all of the problems they had in the first quarter, they've solved them. They're rebounding the basketball. They're taking care of the basketball. They're making their layups.
Which are key.
Oh, 100%. And on the flip
Which
side,
are key.
the Golden Rams are kind of falling apart. They're just not executing the way they were in the first quarter.
And that's a late whistle, but
it's a whistle
nonetheless.
So we got Jada Morgan going to the free throw line for 2.
And that means that number 23, Jada Morgan, will be at the line. 5 minutes and 28 seconds in the second quarter. Her first shot is up and good.
Probably one of the best quarters I've seen from the Lady Panthers in a few games. They look like they are clicking on all cylinders.
Their second shot is up and good. (21-34), Clark Atlanta leads. 5 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trinity Jones on the offensive side. Clark Atlanta. And called for out of bounds, stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, tiptoeing that line, got a little close.
Just like Clark Atlanta's been giving up some of those good looks from the outside in favor of trying to establish a game down low. And at that time, it didn't work out as they had expected. Now the ball goes inside for the Golden Rams, and it's an air ball. Clark Atlanta pushes it up, and it goes out of bounds. You know, that was one of those plays where you needed to bring it back up and just set up your offense.
Absolutely.
There was absolutely
I think it was a good
nothing
idea,
there.
just got ahead of herself.
Ball comes up the court for Albany State. They push it up. Clark Atlanta into their offense. And outside three-pointer's no good. Clark Atlanta pushes the ball up. And just once again, losing the ball. They have to bring the ball and kind of just get your offensive set up. Get your offense set up. And now here come the Panthers. A trap in the corner and
got a timeout.
Timeout.
Lady Panthers timeout. Coach is a little heated.
Coach Bailey jumps up, calls timeout. With 4 minutes and 25 seconds remaining, Clark Atlanta leads by a score of 34-21. And on Gerald, on the defensive side, Clark Atlanta has been playing very, very good ball. A lot of energy.
Absolutely.
And they've been tying the ball up and really forcing to some degree Albany State to take some of those shots maybe that they would not want to take because they're really packing the inside of the lane.
Packing the inside of the lane. They're forcing bad shots. They're getting their hands in there, ripping out the ball.
Okay. As we take a look.
Garner, she's out here getting busy. 19 points so far. About halfway through the second quarter. She's on pace to do what she's done earlier this season. She scored 30 early this season. So it's not foreign to her to put the ball in the hole.
Almost lost. Caples almost lost the ball. Clark Atlanta She's able to get the ball over. And now Clark Atlanta only has 5 seconds to shoot. And the ball goes inside, and Jones misses, but Clark Atlanta gets the rebound.
Oh,
and
got a foul.
she is fouled. Kira Peterson was able to secure the offensive rebound, but she's fouled, and she goes up and puts her on the line.
But speaking about Adriana Garner, I think she's the one that kind of put the fire into this second quarter run. She came out on fire. She had a couple steals early, I believe, and was taking the ball to the basket hard and, you know, not taking no for an answer.
She was really, really determined down low to get that ball and put it up at the basket and forcing
Right.
the Albany State Golden Rams to foul her, put her on the line.
And it's like, you know, that's that spark that the team needed.
Yes.
Got everybody else going.
And she misses those. Clark Atlanta gets back on defense. Albany State is not wasting any time pushing that ball up. They know that they have to take advantage and try to get some of those transition points. Clark Atlanta, and now into the lane, and no good.
Going the other way. Got to get back. Got to get back on defense. Only one person back.
And that's a foul. As we take a look at
That foul on Taylor Bolton.
and that's going to send Nahavia Paxton to the line. Clark Atlanta leads by a score of 34-21.
No, not going to the line. It's going to be
Okay,
side
that's going
out.
to be outside out. Okay.
Clogging that lane up like you were saying. That's a travel, I believe. Yeah.
And a travel.
Yeah. But just like you were saying earlier, they're clogging that lane up and they're making it really difficult for them to execute down there.
They are really playing good defense. Hats off.
Defense has stepped up. Defense has stepped up.
Coach Bailey has his team playing some really good defense this evening. Clark Atlanta with the outside shot, but they choose to instead to go inside, and they missed the shot, but they get the offensive rebound. And short shot, about 7-foot jumper. But
another offensive rebound.
Another offensive rebound.
Wide open from the corner. That one will be no good.
And that's one of those shots.
There it is. That's exactly what we were talking about.
And Adriana Gardner, she once again gets
imposing
back to the line.
her will, man. Back to the free throw line. Imposing her will.
It gets Coach Tripp up from the Golden Rams. It gets the coach up off his seat to say, hey, what the heck is going on out here?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he said.
Well, that's the best I can say for broadcast, you know. Clark Atlanta leads by a score of 34-21. 2 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Once again, Adriana Gardner is at the line to shoot two. She's been a force here all game in this first half.
Yeah, especially in the second quarter, though.
She's really established herself in this second quarter. Played good defense in the first quarter, but been really scoring tremendously. Keep really giving her team this edge in the second quarter. Absolutely.
And that first quarter was a mess on both sides. You know, I think they both calmed down, and the Panthers just turned the defense up a notch.
And now,
that's an easy bucket there.
Too
Tiffany
easy.
Goodman.
Here comes the Panthers in the lane. Clark Atlanta once again in the lane with a short shot, but no good. But they clean up with the rebound.
Quick follow-up. Kira Peterson.
Here come the Rams. They're looking to push the ball up. They take an outside three-pointer. No good. Clark Atlanta rebounds.
Defensive rebound. They're doing so much better in this quarter rebounding the basketball.
The Rams have to find some semblance, some kind of compromise between a 3 points that's not dropping and getting the ball inside, that they can't seem to penetrate the defense. And Clark Atlanta misses a wide open shot. The ball goes back inside to who?
You know who.
You know who. Adriana Garner.
Adriana Garner. Making her name known today. I think she's going to surpass her 30-point game she had earlier this season. 40-point game.
Inside foul near the free throw line, but that's no good. Clark Atlanta now rebounds, and coaches saying, hey, look, walk the ball up.
Take care of the basketball.
Get things set up on the offensive side. Clark Atlanta has an open shot, but elects not to take it. And now Capers,
that's a nice rebound.
And she misses another one.
Will not be denied.
She gets that one to fall.
Will not be denied. On the offensive glass, she has been doing a job this quarter.
And
got a timeout.
Yes.
30-second timeout for Golden Rams.
Yep. There looks like a player has an issue, some type of medical or injury. We'll take a look at that.
Yeah, hopefully she's okay. Hate to see that.
Yeah, we really do. Didn't see exactly what happened, but they did call timeout to kind of get her to the side and have staff take a look at her. Clark Atlanta leads by a score of 42-23 with 47.7 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And what can you say about how this Clark Atlanta team has come out in this second quarter?
Night and day. Night and day. First quarter, they weren't rebounding. They weren't making their shots. They're turning the ball over. This quarter, they're doing all of those things excellently. They're rebounding the basketball offensively and defensively. Not as many turnovers. Making the layups, getting to the free throw line, making those. I mean, they look great. They look really good right now. Hopefully they can keep it going.
I know Coach Bailey has to be pleased with what he's seeing right now. His team is playing really well on both ends of the court.
They really are.
As the Golden Rams puts up a long three, but that's no good. Clark Atlanta rebounds. And now Trinity Jones brings it up now. Janiyah Capers. They set up their offense. Taking some time off the clock. No rush to shoot the ball. As she gets inside, gets the shot she wants, but she misses a layup. Ball goes over to the Golden Rams.
Shot clock is off.
Now here's another three-pointer, and it's no good. Clark Atlanta rebounds. They bring it up. 5 seconds remaining. And Trinity Jones puts it up, but it's no good. And that's going to end the first half here at Epps Gymnasium on the campus of Clark Atlanta University, where the score is Clark Atlanta Panthers 42 and the Golden Rams of Albany State 23.
It's a tale of two quarters.
We've got analysis and more information coming at you at just a moment. We're going to take a break, and we'll come right back. The first one is up.
This is free throw.
And they immediately go inside. And Atlanta puts it inside in the paint and layup. And here's a fast break opportunity for the Clark Atlanta lead. Deep three. She's really stepping up her game. And that's what these Panthers need. And here comes Clark Atlanta with another ball game in this first half.
Yes, it's up a notch.
And a wide open shot. The ball goes back inside.
Difficult for them to execute down there.
They have that ball and put it up. Usually.
Welcome to Clark Atlanta University, a place where rich tradition meets cutting-edge innovation. Nestled in the heart of Atlanta, CAU is a vibrant hub of learning, creativity, and a celebrated culture for service. As fall semester begins, a wave of excitement sweeps across campus. The air buzzes with energy as students move into their dorms, emerge into campus life, starting with welcome events. Here, students from diverse backgrounds come together to forge lifelong friendships and create unforgettable memories. Engaging lectures and thought-provoking discussions ignite students' scholastic curiosity, while passionate professors guide them along their academic discoveries. Every day is an opportunity to learn, grow, and challenge oneself.
Miss Clark, Atlanta University.
At CAU, there's something for everyone. With over 100 student organizations, each student can find their passion and make meaningful impact. Whether through leadership roles, community service projects, or special interest clubs, students engage in activities that reflect their values and aspirations. During spring semester, the campus buzzes with renewed energy. Founders Week is a time of reflection and celebration, honoring those who laid the groundwork for this great institution. The year culminates in a moment of triumph and achievement with the commencement ceremony.
And sociologists, and anthropologists, and ethnomusicologists, and paleontologists. Here they come, y'all, here they come.
And so I'll never forget going on a campus tour of Black colleges when I was in high school, and I went on Clark Atlanta University's campus, and immediately I knew that I felt like I was at home. And so that's where it all began on CAU's campus. And it sparked just a fire in me to think bigger, to dream higher, and I was just surrounded by so many motivated people. The best advice I would give to the students is just to, whatever your goal is today, it's not big enough. You've got to think bigger, dream higher, and really believe that anything is possible.
Bring it to the table.
Okay.
I need y'all help, man. This is crazy.
Get off my... You can't do my deal.
The lace is lifted.
Locked up.
You know I need that brown hitting inside of me. It's the only thing left I got of my glorious king, bro.
Pause.
And the Panthers secured their win.
How competitive are you?
I'm very competitive. I don't like to lose.
I could be slimy if you need. I could do
You
that.
could be slimy?
What? Yeah.
CAU, I need y'all to make some noise for Urshan!
No, I CAU Panthers, we made history already, but we can do it again.
Hello, we can do it again.
The promenade to the game, the Panther legacy runs deep. This year, CAU-TV and the Department of Athletics are taking that legacy to the next level. Panther Vision Sports is giving the Clark Atlanta University community a front row seat and a hands-on role in live sports production. We've already brought Panther fans home game coverage of the football season, and we're deep into volleyball, with basketball on the horizon. Students are learning, creating, and producing side by side with alumni mentors who believe in the vision, keeping the spirit of CAU strong. Panther Vision Sports isn't just about the game. It's about passing the torch, building opportunities, and showing what happens when Panthers unite. The story continues, and the best is yet to come.
Elevate your career at Clark Atlanta University. Ranked among the Wall Street Journal's top 500 universities. Join a community committed to your professional journey with master's degrees for today's leaders, including the MBA and Master of Public Administration. Our doctoral degrees in education, social work, and the arts and sciences empower you to innovate in your field, learn from industry experts, and make impactful contributions. Apply now for a brighter future with a graduate degree from Clark Atlanta University.
Welcome to CAU-TV, Atlanta's Comcast Channel 23. reaching over 900,000 cable subscribers within the city limits of Atlanta. As the premier broadcast training center for mass media arts students from Clark Atlanta University, Spelman College, and Morehouse College, CAU-TV equips future media professionals with hands-on experience in video production. Students that have trained here have gone on to successful broadcasting careers throughout the U.S. and the world.
basketball season.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. They have to finish.
They're on their way.
4 quarters about. They're on their way.
They're on their way. Score is 42-23 here at Epps Gymnasium, where the Clark Atlanta University Lady Panthers lead the Albany State Golden Rams by a score of 42-23. And Gerald, you know, what can we say that we haven't already said about the play of one Adriana Gardner here in the first half of this ball game?
She will not be denied. That is the tagline for the day. She is on a mission, and she will not be denied. With 23 points, 7 boards in the first half. I believe her total high is 41 points. I believe she's well on her way to 41 points, if not more.
As we take a look at some of the highlights from the first half from Clark Atlanta, she was up and down the court, playing great defense, getting the shots that she wanted in the paint, second effort, rebounds, and getting to the line and hitting free throws. Just an all-around great effort.
You know, I appreciate that she's not settling for jump shots. She's imposing her will. She's taking the ball to the basket. She's forcing this opponent to play defense.
Yes.
And it's not happening.
Yes.
She's having her way. And I believe it's going to happen again in this third quarter.
Clark Atlanta in their home white jerseys with the red stripe. Albany State with their black jerseys with blue and gold lettering. The Golden Rams. As Clark Atlanta takes the court. Coach Tripp with a final word for his players.
All right, set for this third quarter.
They simply have to do much better on both ends of the floor.
The Golden Rams?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
the Golden Rams
do.
absolutely just have to execute better on both ends of the floor if they have to have a chance to get into this ball game, back into this ball game. And we're underway, third quarter. Ball goes inside, but tipped by Clark Atlanta. Ball stays
Active
here.
Hands. They're still on it. They're still on it.
Ball will be inbounded from underneath the basket. And now ball goes inside the paint, but Clark Atlanta is there. That doesn't stop number 21. Soraya Johnson from scoring.
Yeah, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to establish a presence down low and get some easy baskets just to get them in some type of rhythm.
And the ball's led inside, but it goes out of bounds.
I believe that should still be Clark Atlanta's basketball.
Yes, it'll stay with Clark Atlanta with 16 seconds to shoot. Clark Atlanta now, dribble inside the paint, turnaround jump shot. I'll tell you, that was a very nice looking shot.
Oh, look at that. Adriana Garner, she has 1,000 career points.
1,000.
So we paused the game to give her some respect, show her some love. 1,000 points is nothing to sneeze at.
Wow, how about that?
That's awesome.
And the ball is stolen. Clark Atlanta gets it, and they bring it up court. Adriana Goddard directs the offense. The defensive intensity is picking up for the Golden Rams. Outside jump shot. Trinity Jones, but that's no good. The Golden Rams come up court. They look for the inside matchup that they're trying to get, and a foul.
You realize Adriana Garner is only a junior.
Yes, a junior.
With 1,000 points on her record.
Follow number 12, Sean Tate. That's going to send number 3, Paris Triplett, to the line. Shoot 2. It looks like early in this third quarter, at least Coach Tripp is trying to get his team to settle down, get the ball down low in the paint, and get that matchup featuring Paris Triplett. Paris Triplett she's a sophomore, 6'2", from Orlando. So they're trying to get her in some matchups that really benefit them down low in the paint. So let's see if Clark Atlanta can defense that. She misses her second.
Free throws, definitely been the Achilles heel of this team.
Clark Atlanta sets up their offense. Now deep in the corner, Trinity Jones.
Oh, that's a good
misses.
block down low.
And Clark Atlanta misses. Couple attempts, but Clark Atlanta gets back on defense. And this time, they're able to caress the rebound. And they missed the layup, but they pull it back out.
Rebound. Decided to bring it back out and reset. That's pretty smart. Instead of forcing something.
Get into your offense. That's what Coach Bailey wants them to do. Play your game. Get into your offense, and that ball's coming back in the other direction. They've got numbers, and they take advantage of it with a layup. Score now, Clark Atlanta 44. The Golden Rams 28.
Jada Morgan with the quick transition bucket. Look, we got a timeout for the Lady Panthers.
Coach Bailey wants to settle things down before things get out of hand. As we take another look at Adriana Gardner's milestone of hitting 1,000, scoring 1,000 points in her career.
That is very impressive. That is very impressive considering she's only in her third year of school. She's got a whole nother year. And, if she keep this going, be a great college career.
Nice looking shot. Got into the lane, turnaround jump shot, and that's what you want to see. Early in this third quarter, and I know we're early, Clark Atlanta has to settle down and get some good shots. Right. And not be forced into taking shots that they don't want to take. We saw a couple deep threes that did not look like that was their best offensive option at that point.
So do you credit the Golden Rams defense for that, or do you think that they're just not playing their game that they were playing in the first half?
Well, I think that Coach Bailey indicated that they didn't want to change anything. They didn't want to change how they were doing things. But he said, so if we get an open shot, we'll take it. But it looked to me, a couple shots, they had plenty of time on the clock. No need to rush a shot so deep from the three-point line. But we'll see. I know that he called a timeout to settle them down. Let's see what happens as Trinity Jones inbounds. And we can see the Golden Rams picking up their defense. Hands up. Clark Atlanta with 10 seconds to shoot.
They got Soraya Johnson.
That's good defense.
Playing good defense down low.
3 seconds.
Spin move,
and
block
it's
shot.
Blocked. That's good defense.
That was very good defense. She was waiting for that spin.
And once again, they go inside. And
that's an
elbow.
That's going to be an offensive foul. That's definitely going to be an offensive foul. She led with that elbow. You can't do that, especially with the ref standing 5 feet away.
And as we take a look at the block down at the other end of the floor, Adriana Gardner, she's blocked. And again, just good defense.
Excellent defense. Well played.
Yes.
Anticipated that spin.
On the other end of the floor, Paris Triplett called for the elbow. Clark Atlanta now on the move, and their layup. Good. Trinity Jones drives to the hole.
Yeah, that's nice.
And Clark Atlanta.
Oh, that's a late foul.
Number 2, Zora Jackson gets inside the lane. She misses the shot, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. 6 minutes and 23 seconds.
Must have been some miscommunication there because the lane was wide open.
Wide open.
You know, by the time they tried to collapse on it, too late. That's why he caused that errant foul.
Number 2, Zora Jackson shoots her first shot, and those free throw woes continue. Paris Triplett comes over and has a word with her, try and settle her down. Her second shot is up, and that's a miss as well. Free throw shooting, when they look at the stats at the end of this game, will be a major factor.
Yeah, they will not be happy about that. I can tell you what they'll be doing at practice.
Outside three-pointer.
In and out.
Trinity Jones, she misses that. Here come the Golden Rams. Oh, move around the back. A little shake and bake. Thrown inside, and I tell you.
Got a Golden Rams turnover. Lady Panthers going the other way.
And there's another turnover for the Rams. And now another turnover for the Panthers. And a drive to the hole and miss with a foul.
Looks like we have a foul on 23, Jada Morgan from the Golden Rams.
Clark inbounds. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
This third quarter reminds me of the first.
Jordan Smith handles, and now another turnover. And the ball is no good. Clark Atlanta played the rebound, but it fell into the hands of Albany State. Clark Atlanta. And we've got a jump ball, a tie-up, and possession in favor.
What is going on? This quarter does not look like what we just came from in that first half. Both teams seem a little discombobulated. Neither team is flowing in their offense. A lot of turnovers. I think both teams just got to calm down and play good basketball.
Play good basketball, don't force. She drove inside the lane. There was absolutely nothing there.
As you said it happens.
Would have been a wise option to pull it back out. There was still 12 seconds remaining.
I think this is a very wise timeout. Get these.
As we take a look at the foul across the arm.
Yeah. All right, so, yeah, we got 4 minutes, 47 seconds left in this third quarter.
As we take a look at the Clark Atlanta University Panthers bench. As Coach Bailey gets him talking to settle his players down at this point. It seems to me, Gerald, at this point, as you mentioned, it looks like a totally different quarter than the one we finished the first half with. Do you think maybe they come out and pick it up where they left off?
Yeah, that would have been my assumption. You know, they were on fire. They were playing on all cylinders. Everybody was clicking, and they came back out looking like the first quarter with the turnovers and Golden Rams missing free throws. It just looks like the first quarter all over again, and that's not a good thing for either team.
No. Clark Atlanta, they have to settle into their offense, play their game. Listen, you got Adriana Garner playing as what? Give her the ball. I mean, the play down. If I'm in the huddle, the play is give it to who? Adriana Garner.
But
okay, if that don't work.
On the flip side, in that second quarter, they led with their defense. That's not really happening right now. They're turning the ball over. The Golden Rams are playing defense a little bit harder than we are.
Yes,
it's just not.
They are really hands up on both sides of the ball.
So
both ends of the court.
Hopefully that timeout settled them down. There you go.
We'll take a look. They got 10 seconds to shoot. Now, up around the three-point. Now, here comes a three-pointer, and it is nothing but net. Adriana Garner, nothing but net. Give it to who?
Adriana Garner.
Feed her. She's hot. And here comes the Rams, but the ball is no good. Off the rim, here come the Panthers. They push the ball up court. Three-point attempt. And that's good. A foot.
Wow. Jordan Smith from three. This is the Panthers I was waiting for. Second quarter Panthers are back in the third quarter. Here we go.
That's more like that second quarter we finished with before the half. Now the Rams get it inside to their money player, and she unfortunately is not happy with that call, and a little tension down low. Refs come in and settle things down. Coach Tripp gets up off the bench to talk to his players. Clark Atlanta prepares to inbound the ball. He brings his star player out. Paris Triplett.
Paris Triplett seemed to be the only one producing at a high level on that end. She seemed like the the bright spot, the dependable one. For her going to the bench, that could be trouble.
Ball inside in the paint for Clark Atlanta. Again, there was nothing there. A kick out would have made more sense, but the ball turns over. Now here it is going inside to the Golden Rams. And
that's a really good
shot.
That's a really good shot. Soraya Johnson in the paint.
Clark Atlanta feeds it inside. One-on-one defense, and that's a foul. Kira Peterson will go to the line. Both of these teams are playing hard. Very physical, and for the most part, the refs are letting them play.
Letting them play. I mean, it hasn't gotten out of hand. Nothing crazy yet, but yeah, they're definitely playing hard.
They are physical.
Both of these teams want to win.
And they're letting them play. So
that's good basketball.
Good basketball. She misses the first. 3 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. Clark Atlanta leads by a score of 52-30.
Looks like they stretched that lead a little bit.
Her second shot is good. Golden Rams make some substitutions. Ball deep in the corner, and she's just putting body on Trinity Jones, and Trinity's called for the foul. The ball stays down here. It stays with the Golden Rams. Ball goes inside underneath the basket, but a foul.
You know that foul on Trinity, that's a foul I'm okay with. You can't let them bully you down low. You got to let them know I'm standing here, and you're going to have to go through me. I can appreciate that foul.
Once again, the Golden Rams will inbound from underneath the basket. Number 14, Anicia Moncrief comes into the game. Kira Peterson takes a rest. Ball inside, and she is fouled.
I don't know about that one, Kerwin.
Jada Morgan now will go to the line to shoot two for the Golden Rams. With 2 minutes and 59 seconds remaining. And her first shot is good. Clark now with a 22-point lead. And her second shot now is up and no good. Clark Atlanta rebounds. They bring the ball up and over the half-court line and a clear lane to the basket, but foul. Jada Morgan commits the foul.
It's a bit aggressive.
As we look at number 14, Anissa Moncrief.
It's a bit aggressive.
Very physical. Anissa Moncrief goes to the line to shoot 2. Her first one is up and good. Both these teams have been playing, I would say, rather sloppily here in the third quarter so far. Back and forth, nothing really, no established offense, some shades and signs of greatness, but to win this game, you have to play great on both ends of the floor. And Clark Atlanta loses that one, and the Golden Rams takes advantage of it.
Yeah, just to your point, they're just kind of a sloppy play.
Now Clark Atlanta.
Almost a turnover.
They had 2-on-1, but couldn't handle the ball inside. Now Clark Atlanta with a layup. Too strong. Now here come the Golden Rams. And a stutter move and a foul before the shot.
It looks like the Golden Rams, number 23, Jada Morgan, is deciding to take matters in her own hands. She's playing good defense. Just got the steal under the basket a moment ago. I think it's the second time being to the free throw line. Somebody's got to be that leader. Somebody's got to step up and say, you know what, if nobody's going to do it, I'll do it.
Particularly since Paris Triplett has gone to the bench. Coach needed to sit her down just for a moment. And as you mentioned, yes, absolutely, Jada Morgan has said, listen, okay, I'm gonna lead this team. And she's been at the line. She's been fighting on defense and offense.
Yep, I would agree.
And she hits that free throw. Clark Atlanta has to make sure they stay within their game and do the little things. Don't throw the ball away. Don't allow unforced turnovers. Now the Golden Rams, they pick it up backcourt. Clark Atlanta. They easily get the ball over the line. And that was an ill-advised pass. And on the other end of the floor, Clark Atlanta gets the ball, but it's a backcourt foul.
A foul on Tiffany Goodman, Golden Rams.
You know, you can just look at Coach Bailey's face on that last possession, and he's saying,
"What are we doing?
What are we doing?" You know, on a case like, bring the ball back out, set up your offense.
Yeah, it's like the Lady Panthers have these spurts where they just look amazing. Then they have moments where it's, what are we doing?
Her first shot is no good. Kira Peterson, the 5'9" senior out of Atlanta. Now here come the Golden Rams. We've got 1 minute and 51 seconds in the third quarter.
Want to finish strong.
Ball comes across court. And that shot is no good. Jada Morgan.
You know, in the first half, Jada Morgan shot 4 3-pointers, missed all of them, but this half, she's taking the ball to the basket.
Yeah, you have to do something different. Make a foul, you get to the line, and she's been hitting some free throws. And now this outside shot is good. She's saying, let me touch it, give me the ball. Jada Morgan once again.
Yeah, I like the way she's playing in the second half. She's forcing the issue, taking the ball to the basket, getting to the free throw line, doing what she has to do.
And Clark Atlanta now inside the paint. And they cannot convert. The ball goes back over to the Golden Rams. They push the ball up court. all the way in the corner for open three, and they cannot hit it. And
we got
two
players
Golden
down.
Rams collide, and we've got one of the players down. We got medical staff coming over to take a look.
Yeah, that was a heck of a collision. They ran into each other pretty tough.
As we take a look at it once again.
Yeah, that's rough. She's up though. She's up. I'm glad she's up, walking on her own accord.
Oh yeah. She gets a hand from the crowd here, because I tell you, they're giving everything. They're not leaving anything on the court. It's an all-out effort from both of these teams. We knew it would be a lot of intensity, a lot of energy, and that's what we're seeing. Very competitive ball game.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, the refs are letting them play for the most part. You know, it's gotten a little chippy, but they've kept it all contained and on the basketball court, nothing crazy, but they're definitely letting them play. It's gotten physical. A couple players have hit the floor. I mean, Golden Rams are trying to fight to get back in this thing, so sometimes that's what you got to do.
Absolutely. Number 2, Trinity Jones, is at the line for Clark Atlanta to shoot 2. Her first is up and good.
I don't know if you noticed, but this gym has gotten pretty packed in since we started this game.
It really has. Cloud is into this game, and Clark Atlanta now has a 21-point lead. We're under a minute remaining in the third quarter. Ball up top, they swing it over. They continue to look for that game on the inside, but Clark's defense, the zone defense, has been keeping them at bay. They cannot get the ball inside. That missed shot, Clark Atlanta now. And Adriana Gardner with another 2 points. Shot clock is off, 20 seconds remaining. And
wow. Kyla Reagans with the 3.
Clark is looking for the last shot.
I think they missed the whistle there. But they got that one. Got a foul here. Trinity Jones on the foul. Ball out.
I think the ball out. I think we have the ball out. 2.1 seconds remaining. You know, Clark could have really held the ball a little longer before taking that shot.
Absolutely.
They shot it a little early.
Absolutely.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter, as Clark Atlanta ends the third quarter with a 20-point lead by a score of 60-40. By Zaxby's. Fuel your game with Zaxby's. From saucy wings and tenders to that golden Texas toast, Zaxby's brings the flavor you crave all day, every day. Zaxby's, indescribably good. And by Local Green. If you're looking for food that feeds your soul and your body, listen up. Stop by Local Green Atlanta, the ATL's go-to spot for fresh, flavorful, and healthy eats that hits every time. Swing by and try one of our delicious new bowls. Eat well, be well with Local Green. Coach Bailey of Clark Atlanta has to be happy with the way his team is playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Even though that third quarter was a little hectic, they still maintain a 20-point lead. Got to step their defense up, be a little more consistent. Saw a few turnovers there I didn't like.
As we take a look at some of the highlights from the third quarter.
Yeah, so as you see, Adriana Garner just going to work. And the defense was not up to par in that quarter for either team. Too many turnovers. Hopefully both these squads can settle in. It's fourth quarter, finish strong.
And now we begin the fourth quarter with the Golden Rams with an outside three-pointer, but it's no good. Clark Atlanta on the transition. Inside for a layup, but it is defensed. Ball is out. The ball stays in a foul.
Oh, they did call a foul.
Ball stays with Clark Atlanta. They inbound underneath the basket. Ball goes inside, and Clark Atlanta gets it. Now an outside shot by none other than Trinity Jones. Buries it from the outside.
Lady Panthers playing that 2-3 zone. Trying to keep the ball out of the paint.
And that's really helped them because it's and that's a foul on the Panthers, and that's going to send number 4.
Yeah, I have to agree, though, that zone has kept them out of the paint and is forcing the Golden Rams to take shots I don't think they necessarily want to take.
Kamaya Young shoots 2 shots. The first one is good. Her second shot now is up, and it is good. Clark leads by a score of 63-42.
I think if the Lady Panthers can hold on and catch this victory, this will do a lot for the morale in the locker room. Give them some confidence going into the next game.
And that's a travel. Once again, Clark Atlanta has to get into their offense, set up. Don't force what's not there. The ball comes over. That's another unforced turnover by the Panthers. Now they set up their defense. Outside jump shot, but she misses it.
So far, the Lady Panthers with 16 turnovers in this game.
And that's a number you have to keep an eye on because those turnovers will kill you. Combined with transition points and missed free throws, it's tough to win. But Clark Atlanta right now in control. Foul.
Who is it? Jada Morgan on a mission to help bring her team back.
She gets inside the paint where she does her best damage. And now she's getting some help. Number 3, Paris Triplett comes back into the ball game.
Jada Morgan up to 17 points in this game so far. So quietly, she's been doing some damage.
Yeah, she had a really good third quarter. And right now, she's picking things up from where she left off in the third quarter. She's back on the line for an and one.
Paris Triplett back in the game.
And that's good, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to go on their run, so Clark's got to hold it steady and, watch those turnovers.
They pick the ball up in the backcourt. They're still in their one man-to-man defense. And we got a timeout on the floor. 8 minutes and 37 seconds. Clark Atlanta leads the Golden Rams of Albany State by a score of 63-45. What are you seeing early? I know the fourth quarter just started, but are you seeing anything that in this first minute and a half of the fourth quarter?
Well, the Lady Panthers offense just looks stagnated. They don't have that same rhythm that they had that I've seen earlier in this game. They seem kind of lost. They don't seem like their offense is clicking the way it was before. They're not. I don't know. I mean, thank goodness they have this huge lead, but I'd like to see them in the game as strong as they were playing in that second and third quarter. Well, not even the third quarter, the second quarter. I just like to see them in, the way that they started. So, yeah, what do you think so far?
Well, again, you got to minimize those unforced turnovers. Don't force the ball. We've seen a couple times Clark players just dribble into traffic, and they lose the ball or they try to throw the ball, and there's no passing lane, turnover. And that allows the Albany State Golden Rams transition points. So you have to minimize those kinds of things. So it's a timeout. I know Coach Bailey wanted to have a talk to make sure he settles his team down so they begin to settle and set up their own offense that they want to run. We've got 10 seconds to shoot. Clark Atlanta now, 5 seconds to shoot. Outside three-pointer is no good. Good defense by the Golden Rams. Ball goes inside, a triplet, and she misses. She gets the rebound, and she misses that one. And she gets her own rebound again, misses that one. You know, you have to limit those offensive rebounds. There's just too many rebounds. And Clark Atlanta comes down, but
rushed it.
Way out of control. And they get the ball in, the Golden Rams, for a layup.
You know, you just said it. They're forcing it. They're forcing it. Just pull the ball back out. They had numbers on the break. I don't know. They seem out of sorts.
Clark Atlanta now setting up their offense. Trinity Jones over to Jordan Smith, who's in the lane. She puts it up, and she's fouled. She's going to go to the line. There's about 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock. You know, it's a different ball game from when Trinity, I should say Paris Triplet for the Golden Rams is in. I mean, she is not allowing that ball to get inside on defense.
Yeah, and on the offensive end, she 2 offensive rebounds back to back.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a force down there. So between her and Jada Morgan, they're trying to put the team on the back and come back.
But if you've got 7 minutes and 19 seconds to do it, Clark Atlanta right now leads by a score of 64-47. Her second shot is up and no good, but Clark Atlanta gets the rebound. They set up their offense.
It's cliche, but the Lady Panthers just have to calm down. Slow down.
Now with 10 seconds to shoot, Clark Atlanta, not a lot of movement on offense. They missed a shot. Ball comes up the court, over to Jada. She gets it over to.
That's a good pass.
Yes.
Kyla Reagan's on the bucket.
Clark Atlanta had no offensive movement. The players were just standing around.
I saw that.
And now
it's happening again.
And here's another turnover. Clark Atlanta.
Paris Triplet just took the ball right from her hands.
And she slips with the ball, but no travel called. And once again, the ball will stay with the Golden Rams.
Kerwin, what's going on out here? It's literally the tale of 2 quarters. Every quarter, it's a different team.
Yeah, you have to just absolutely have to calm down, settle down, get it to play your brand of basketball. Don't have to rush. Now you got some physical play down low, and number 12, Sean Tate, is called with a foul. That's going to send Paris Triplet to the line. You know, if they were hitting free throws, that would get them into this ball game very quickly. But they're missing quite a few of their free throws. They have an opportunity to close the gap here a little bit. Let's see if she does it. She hits the first one. Clark now has a 14-point lead. 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the ball game. Second one is up and good. Clark Atlanta gets the ball over the half-court line. They look to set up their offense. The ball's deep in the corner. And they miss a 7-foot jump shot. Ball comes back in the other direction. Here come the Golden Rams, excuse me. Ball goes down low. 3-point shot now. It is no good. But Albany State gets the rebound, and a layup.
And just like that, it's an 11-point game.
And Clark Atlanta having some issues handling the ball. And it gets tied up. The play is real physical out here. Clark Atlanta was having some issues handling the ball. As we take a look at the replay, just defense, just swarming defense.
Right. You know, when you start to go on a run and you start to get that confidence, you believe that you can come back and win. Not only down by 11, it was 20. Feels like just a minute ago.
Yes.
When that starts to happen, everybody starts to get electrified, and the team believes that they can do it. I don't know what the answer is for the Lady Panthers right now, but they need to do something.
Yes. Hats off, really credit the Rams for not giving up, continuing to play tenacious defense on both ends of the court. While they are not hitting all of their free throws, they hit the last couple, they continue to go after every loose ball. And Clark Atlanta has missed some great opportunities for loose balls, and thus they've chipped into this lead. Now Clark Atlanta leads by a score of 64-53 with 5 minutes and 25 seconds remaining.
I think one of the most important things for the Lady Panthers right now is to rebound the basketball. They're not getting any second chances. And on the flip side of that, they're giving the Golden Rams chance after chance after chance. So they're not getting offensive or defensive rebounds, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
They have to stay under control. Under control. That's going to be a big part of these last 5 minutes and 25 seconds, is not to get out of control. They got 15 seconds to shoot the ball, and no need to force a shot. And here comes the ball. Here comes the Golden Rams. They're pressing outside for a three. They didn't take it. They go inside to Triplett, their go-to player, and she scores. It's a different ball game. We've got a 9-point lead by Clark Atlanta. And they get the ball inside for a layup. That's a good transition ball by the Panthers.
It is. Now they got to play some defense. Keep the energy up. Finish the game strong.
And again.
That's too easy.
Just an inside layup.
That's too easy. There's no defensive pressure under that in the paint.
Yeah, you cannot give up those kinds of points when you're trying to win a ball game down the stretch. And this one is a way out three, but it's all net. Jordan Smith, she puts up the three-point sign.
Jordan Smith is a shooter.
And now the ball goes back inside to who? Triplett. And she's getting double teamed. She's getting some pressure.
She stepped out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds. Ball's going the other way.
Ball goes back to.
That's some good pressure from the Lady Panthers.
Ball goes back to the Panthers. We're under 4 minutes now here in the final period of play. And
miscommunication. That's a turnover.
You know, you just can't have those kinds of turnovers.
Not that one.
You just cannot afford to throw the ball away like that. Now here come the Golden Rams. They have a three-point, but they get it inside to Triplett, and she knows what to do with it with a layup. Now here comes Clark Atlanta.
Paris Triplett is having her way in the second half. Between her and Jada Morgan, they put the team on their back.
And that's a foul. They call Paris Triplett with a foul inside. That's going to put, as we take a look at it, down low, Clark Atlanta. She comes and looks like she got her across the wrist. She got some ball, but she certainly got her on the arm. So.
Absolutely. She's playing tough defense in the paint, though. No easy buckets.
That's going to put Kira Peterson at the line, the 5'9" senior out of Atlanta, to shoot 2. Clark Atlanta with a 10-point lead, 69-59, 3 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. Kira Peterson's first shot, no good. Free throws are a factor, particularly at this junction of the game.
Free throws can win or lose a game.
There's plenty time in this game, and you have to have all of these charity points. And again, she misses the second as well.
And no rebound. Ball going the other way, Golden Rams forcing the issue. Oh, it's a turnover.
And that's a mishandle. She mishandled that pass. It's over to Clark Atlanta. And thrown away.
That is not what they want right now at this point in the game.
Again, those were 2 turnovers that we just saw.
Back to back.
On both possessions.
Not how you want to finish a game.
That is not how you have to finish the game. Ball goes inside now. And no good. Clark Atlanta. Nope. The Rams get the rebound. They go inside. Back inside for some post-up play. Number 21, Soraya Johnson, is not to be denied. She knocks it down. Score now 69-61. And Clark Atlanta, with a turnover, throws the ball away.
Well, I have to go back to what you've been saying all game. It seems as though the Lady Panthers are forcing when they don't need to. They're pushing the ball when they don't need to. Just slow down, get your offense under control, run the play, run the offense, and it's just turning into turnover after turnover. Now it's an 8-point game. 2.5 minutes left.
Plenty of time. A lot can happen. You know, a couple 3-pointers, and it's a whole different ball game. You know, we've seen we've seen number 23, Jada Morgan, come in and just take the Golden Rams on her back and make a big turnover, start closing this gap. Then after Paris Triplet comes in off the bench, we see that continuing. They keep feeding Triplet down low, and really, she's having her way now on the offensive side of the ball.
And on the defensive side of the ball.
Yes, she's playing well on the defensive side as well.
Yeah, right now the Golden Rams are on a 21-9 run. Completely erased that lead that Clark Atlanta was so comfortable with. And they're going to have to finish strong, or else the Golden Rams might walk out of here with a W.
It'll be Rams ball. Clark Atlanta now in the zone defense. The ball goes down inside to number 21, and I tell you, just turn and shoot. Soraya Johnson, the 5'9" freshman out of Orlando, just turn and shoot. She gets it inside where she likes it. Now it's 69-63. And Clark Atlanta with 10 seconds to shoot the ball. Things are really heating up. A little one-on-one. And Clark Atlanta missed the ball, but they have an opportunity to set up their offense again. And an errant pass. No need to force that pass. And the ball comes back, and again, a score. 69 now to 65. A 4-point lead. 1 minute and 36 seconds. Clark Atlanta they've got to stay into their offense and don't throw the ball away. Well, the ball goes inside, and it's tied up. Possession, Clark Atlanta.
Lady Panthers hold on to it.
As the shot clock is reset to 9 seconds, Clark will inbound from underneath their basket. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining, 9 seconds to shoot. And Clark Atlanta goes to their money player.
I was literally just wondering, why haven't we said her name in the last 5 minutes?
She has been really quiet. They haven't gone to her, but
turnover after turnover.
They did that time. Trinani Gardner gets that shot. Clark Atlanta with a rebound. And we get a foul on the play on that.
Oh, was it a foul? I thought it was a foul? Okay.
Yeah.
Going the other way.
The ball is coming back to Clark Atlanta. We got 59.9 seconds.
6-point game. I have to be honest, I didn't see this ending. It's not the way I thought it was going to end.
Not at all. They've all but erased that 22-point lead. And Clark will inbound from underneath the Golden Rams basket. And here come the Golden Rams with the backcourt pressure. Clark Atlanta is looking to get it up, and they get it over the line. And a foul on number 20, Kyla Reagans. That's going to, and that foul was on Kyla Reagan. She fouled Jordan Smith, number 4, and that's going to send her to the line. Again, these free throws count big. 51.8 seconds remaining.
Absolutely.
Her first up, and it's good.
That's a big shot. That's a big shot. There's incredibly a lot of pressure on right now with the game this tight.
Her second shot is up and good. She knocks down both free throws. Now the Rams push the ball up. They're playing against the Panthers and the shot clock, and the game clock, I should say. And it looks like we've got a foul against the Panthers. Foul is on number 14, Anissa Moncrief, excuse me. Anissa Moncrief commits that foul, and that puts number 14, Tiffany Goodman, on the line. She hits her first. 44.1 seconds remaining. Her second shot is no good. Clark Atlanta rebounds. And they've got 10 seconds, but they lose the ball underneath the basket. And Clark Atlanta and both teams battling down low. The ball is out of bounds. The ball will stay with the Golden Rams.
Got a player down.
As we take a look at this.
Yeah, went down kind of hard. She fell on her. Yeah, that's tough. Hope she's okay.
She's yet to get up. They have medical taking a look at her. Both of these teams battling. Clark Atlanta got the rebound underneath the basket.
Right.
Had no outlet pass, no player to pass it to. Subsequently, the Golden Rams get a hand on it and another turnover, which led to the ball being battled for underneath the basket and out of bounds. Ball toward, when we come back, the Golden Rams. 32.7 seconds remaining.
Is it safe to say that turnovers are the catalyst of this comeback run that the Golden Rams have been on?
Yeah, that's been the one consistent factor throughout this game, right?
Yeah.
Turnovers, unforced turnovers. Clark Atlanta, out of control on the offensive side of the basket. They've managed to hold on to that lead, but the Golden Rams have been chipping at it, and now they get the ball back with 32.7 seconds remaining, trailing by a score of 66-73.
And here we go. Here's the inbound pass. Got a miss. Rebound by Clark Atlanta. Pushing it up, full court pressure. It's Trinity Jones directing traffic. Looks like she's just trying to run the clock out. Shot clock is off. And that's it. That's the game. Lady Panthers 73, Albany State 66. Before we had that injury, we had quite a game on our hands. Albany State Golden Rams went on a run, 21-9 in the fourth quarter, making it a game. But ultimately, the Lady Panthers were able to pull it out. Now we get set for the men's game. And here we go. They were playing in the second and third quarter.
And they get the ball in, the Golden Rams, for a, really credit. Now Clark Atlanta, number 13, inside the... As we take a look at some of the first with the game highlights, I should say. Clark Atlanta with a 73-66 victory over the Albany State Golden Rams. The first home win for the Lady Panthers after 3 attempts. And now we start setting our sights on the men as they prepare to warm up and take to the court as well. Let me know if you can hear.
Can I hear you?
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Clark Atlanta University with their first home victory, and what a game you had. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting with Adriana Gardner, and she really led this team to their first home win. Tell us about the difference between that first half and then that second half. They look like two totally different games.
So the first half, I feel like they didn't know how to guard me specifically. So my coaches was just like, keep going after them, they can't guard you. So I had 10 quick, easy first half. Second half, they were kind of playing me more and playing us more, and we were just making them speed us up. We should have been poised and did the little things, but we wasn't, so that's how they came up the second half.
I look like, as you just mentioned, sometimes Clark, you just were not settled in playing your own offense. So at the end, you pulled everything together and minimized some of those unforced turnovers. Rebound, how did you think the team did on the offensive side as well as on the defensive side this evening?
Offensive side, I feel like we need to work better. I feel like it's still not enough. We tend to do a play and score and go away from it. We need to stick to that same play until it's not working no more. So that's how I feel about our offense. Defensive-wise, I feel like we need to be stronger on defense also. I feel like we give the post easier looks, especially me, because I am a post when I guard. So that's only it for defense.
So congratulations, not only on the victory, but with the major milestone of crossing 1,000 points. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the one and the only Adriana Gardner, who is with us this evening. Clark Atlanta wins their first home victory, and we'll be seeing more out of her as she leads the Clark Atlanta Panthers to more victories.
Thank you.
Next up, we've got the men ready to take the court in just a few minutes as they complete their warm-ups right here at Epps Gymnasium on the campus of Clark Atlanta University. Tune in to the men's game on the SIAC network.
SIACnetwork.tv. You can go there and check out the men's game.